already recorded this once, but I deleted it by accident, so I'm going to do this again. Hello, everyone. This week I spent a lot of time trying to fix my split jerk. My right shoulder externally rotates when I would like it to internally rotate, leading to a very common soft lockout and soft elbow on my right arm, which leads to then my left arm buckle. And I would like for that not to happen. So I did a lot of press/jerk work, moving my hands around, moving my foot placement, thinking about different cues with my head, getting it through the zone, whatever. Yesterday I did some split jerk holds and recovery holds, whatever, out of the rack. So it was like at the level of the jerk. And I got up to 275 pounds, which obviously that's not anything crazy because I moved the bar up 2 inches, right? But it helped me like conceptualize where the bar should be to have a locked out arm, which I think I just landed on. I need to widen my grip out and I need to get the bar back. And I was thinking like my chin to my chest because I kind of like forced external rotation backwards. And I'll get to that when I talk about cleans. But these snatches I did this weight on Sunday for a double, just like off the floor. And then today I decided to do snatch plus overhead squat, and I got up to 185, which is pretty cool because that's my last single, I guess, since I started to feel better. I did try 205 a couple times and I missed, but I haven't tried 205 since March. So that was pretty cool. Obviously like there's my bracing or something was off, right? But it's fine. My friend Seth was there. He's the one that got me into Olympic lifting a couple years ago, and he's super strong. He can snatch 150 kilos and clean and jerk 170 or 165 or something, but he cleaned 180. So he's super strong, and he's one of the reasons why I kept doing this. So that's cool. So you can see here, I don't know if you'll notice, but I have a much wider grip on my cleans and my jerks, which led to a much more vertical bar path, which I'm not used to on the clean. So I actually missed this one forward because I didn't get my elbows up enough. And I make this one, but I missed the jerk, and that's whatever, right? But it looks like a more natural front rack with the arm. Like I kind of significantly moved my hands out, which was weird. And it took me overcoming some resistance, right? But I think if I just stick to that, I got to stick to something to see if it works, right? So I'm going to try this wider grip and the chin to chest thing, for a split jerk or whatever, and see if that works. I did some front squats. I was doing like doubles and triples. Did a triple at 265 or 120, and then I was like, you know what? That was hard, but I want to try 125 or 275. And I got the double here, and then I did a triple, which is pretty cool. The best I've ever done on that was, for reps, I think was like 4, and I did 3 today. So, only a kind of like a month of vague training, and I'm doing that. So that was pretty cool. I actually back squatted just like 60 kilos for a couple pause reps yesterday, just to do it. I haven't back squatted in quite a while, and that was pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to get back into back squatting yet because just keep front squatting. But I'm just going to keep sticking to these things that maybe I have found help, with the wider grip on the cleans and the jerks especially. I really got to keep up with forcing myself to push through the floor on my pulls instead of letting the bar pull me back and jump back. So I think what I might do is not like write myself a program, but just do like a week of triples and a week of triples with something else, and then a week of doubles and a week of doubles with something else, and singles and so on, just to get some volume at lighter weights, and maybe that'll help resolve some of these problems I'm having with the jerks. I don't know. So I'm going to see how that goes. I'll start that next week. I'm going to write something up and then get back to writing in my notebook, and hopefully do okay. So thanks.